Hello, my beautiful souls. It's Draconis Lunae Amethistus, aka DLA, back with another reading for you. Today we're going to do the Divine Feminine. What is she thinking? I know that most videos are geared toward the Divine Masculine. What are they thinking? What do they have going on? I think maybe we have some Divine Masculines that are the ones being the chasers that would like to know what the Feminines are thinking. And maybe the Divine Feminines themselves will click over here and check and see if they're resonating with the rest of the collective and see how they're gauging against the rest of us out there that are, hanging on for dear life, trying not to jump off the edge with this journey. Sometimes it gets to be very difficult, especially when we have several astrological events, we'll say, come together. A lot of downloads, a lot of clearing, a lot of purging. I know it's been very difficult for me myself personally, and I hope you all are getting through it out there. Just know that you're not crazy and you are not alone. So let's find out what the Divine Feminine is thinking. What is she thinking? I know what I'm thinking, but let's see what the collective is thinking as one altogether. I know you poor ladies have had a really hard time, but I want you to know the second wave is ready to come into union. And it should be in the very near future. The third wave is already coming into their first meeting. And the fourth wave is being born. The first wave has pretty much already met their union. So we're just kind of playing catch up. The first wave did make the way for a second wavers with a lot of information and guidance. And I want to put a shout out to all the first wave twin flames that paved the way and put the information out there for us. Really appreciate that. What is the Divine Feminine thinking? It's like I intentionally did two separate videos because I think it's too difficult to try and do both sides at one time. If they're thinking the exact same thing and you've already used the cards for one side, how can they possibly come out for the other? So I prefer to do them separately, so if they are thinking the exact same thing and they are starting to share that space together and that connection, that it'll show in the cards. Well, apparently the Divine Feminine isn't thinking much right now. She's more probably a feeling kind of girl. You gotta be thinking something, girl. Come on, ladies, what are you thinking out there? What do you think about the masculine? She is really not thinking much. We're going to spend the whole video trying to think about what you ladies are thinking. Okay, hold on. We got it. You're thinking that shit though. Okay, feeling came fast. Okay, I told you ladies were feeling a lot. Feeling was going to be easy. What are you going to do about it? What action? Oh, really? Alright. So, for the Divine Feminine, what is she thinking? She's thinking, I've met my twin flame. I've done the work. I've got my soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Divine Feminine's like, yeah, I already know. Let's get on with it. But the part is that you need to have the confidence that you found your soulmate, your twin flame, your partner, but not be so overconfident that you overlook things that are important to the journey and to the relationship. Yes, he's your twin flame. Yes, he'll come back. But we don't need you to be so cocky and confident that you sit still and don't do anything else. You need to move forward on your mission and not wait for him. You need to keep moving, to work on yourself, and to keep moving forward, because if you don't listen to your divine mission, it may be off track. You're the one that puts down the foundation and gets it started, and he's the one that comes in and puts in the heavy lifting. You do the creative work and lay the foundation, and he'll come in and do the heavy lifting. But the divine mission is up to both of you. You both should come together. Now, the divine feminine's feeling is a past life relationship. You've known each other before. She knows. She knows that she has known this man before. She knows that their souls were bound from the beginning, that they have shared past lives together, and she feels it. She feels it deep in her own soul, deep in her own heart, deep in all her knowing, that she feels it. And this is what continues to push her forward, is she does have that foundation for the relationship enough to stay moving forward no matter what has gone on. Now, as far as action, we have the deception card. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Now, this is what I'm talking about in being overconfident with your soulmate, knowing that you're twin flame. Don't deceive yourself. Don't deceive yourself in knowing that, or thinking that all the work is done. Don't just stop. Don't just start thinking, this is my twin, I found him, I feel like my work is done, I already know I watched the video, he's on his way, so I can just sit back and take it easy. No, do not deceive yourself. Do not be deceived by thinking that everything is done and over. There will always be work to do. Always. Take off the mask of ego. When ego tries to reattach itself, let it go. Always let it go. You don't want to fall back into the same things that you just cleared out. And you will continually be clearing out, because there will always be things that will set you and trigger you. And you'll be thinking one day, even when you are, and you're like, oh, remember that time when you told me something and then it turned out not to be true? And those things need to be cleared now. Do not deceive yourself and think that they're all gone, because they will come back and haunt you later. Trust me, I've already been there with that, and I already had to re-clear and recenter and reevaluate. It's all part of the journey. It's all part of the process. But once you do let it all go, and you do get to that point of complete, total, unconditional love, then you will understand. And it's crazy how you don't really understand until you're past the point where you're like, wow, I really didn't understand, but now I understand. Don't ever think that you understand. That's what I can say to you. Don't ever think you understand. I don't ever think I understand. I question everything. Like, I don't understand. I have a question. I don't understand. Well, I thought I understood, but I was wrong. That's what I thought I was wrong, and I was wrong. So never, ever think that you know anything. Just assume that you don't. Assume that you don't know and question it. Question everything. So let's see how our Divine Feminine is thinking. Let's get some clarifiers on this soulmate over here. We have clarifiers for soulmate, please. If you notice, I have a skull here with me, and I do have entities that occasionally come in and speak through there. Generally, it's the Morrigan herself that comes through, but we do have other friends that come by once in a while. What is she thinking? See, I think we're up to a good start. What is that? Well, there we go. Well, we'll take 3. And what is she feeling? Fairfax, for what is she It's interesting to do two separate readings and then see how different and similar the two divine partners are feeling all at the same time. There's a lot of sharing going on, a lot of chakra alignment. Hey, that's too much. We'll take that one. A lot of chakra alignment. If you feel pains in your chest or little rumblies and things going on, I actually myself, I feel that matches the divine masculine. I feel tentacles growing out of like my chest that are attaching to his tentacles and intertwining together. And we've already connected at the heart chakra level. I'm just waiting for the rest of them to line up, so I know that we're in the proper energy alignment. If you would like to share where you are on your own journey, I would be happy to hear from you in the comments down below, or you can email me. I also do spiritual counseling. You can sign up for a session for spiritual counseling if that would something that interests you. A lot of people are going through ascension and awakening processes that are very difficult to understand. And there she's going to take that. And a little guidance helps out sometimes. I am a stress management consultant. Have written my own book. Been reading cards for many years, and my divine path is to be somewhat of a spiritual counseling guide, but more on for the masses level in a very laid back manner. I don't think we're going to get anything else for action out here. Any more action? Clarification for the divine feminine. Pretty much got we. Spirit has been with this one card thing like I've given you enough quite a bit. So, for soulmate, we have the sky. Now, we have, fortunately, because it came up first, we have the dark sky going into the sunlight. We're coming out of the darkness, we're going into the light. We're coming out of the night into a new day. It's the beginning, from the end to the new beginning, from the ashes moving forward, which is awesome and incredible. And we're moving forward down our path as a collective. We're not the only ones traveling this twin flame journey. We're not alone. We're not the only ones on the path. We're all at different levels of the path, but we're thinking very much about where we are compared to where others are, which comes up in the park. The park is very public, so we're looking at public places to think and share our journey and our adventures, and wanting to connect with people that we can understand that there is a light after the darkness. We want to share our light stories with others that are still in the darkness. We want to come together with those people that are on the same journey. So we know that that's our twin, that's our soulmate. We've got that down, and now we want to understand that journey and share it with others. And for past life relationship, we've got the bridge, and we have abundance, finances, money. We do know that we've shared past lives, and now we have to bridge what we know from the past to the present. And we know that we're feeling abundant, very abundant. We finally bridged the gap between the past and now. We're ready to be in union. We're feeling abundant. We're feeling like we could meet our twin and move forward and take our knowledge from our past life to our current life. Now, deception, even though I said we have clarifying, is the heart, the two swans, the twin flames. We know that we are twins. But we don't want to get overconfident and think there's never more work to be done. There's always more work to be done. We have the two swans. The two swans mate for life. We are ready for this. We are ready to mate for life. But we do not want to let the deception get in the way of our heart space. You always want to keep it open and growing and learning and working on it always. Always in the space of union. Always keep our actions moving into the forward of the space of love. Don't get deceived and get too overconfident about thinking you know that you're done. And I'm going to bring a message from Michael on what he would like to say to the divine counterparts that are watching this video. Michael, what message do you have for either counterpart watching this video? And there he is. Michael's such a good guy. Your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. So what have I said about this is your twin? You recognize him from past life. You're ready to bridge. You've got stability. You've got abundance. You're ready to bridge the past through the journey to the reunion. You're not going to allow yourself to be overconfident and deceived. You're always going to continue healing your heart. Please help me clearly hear, see, feel, and know the divine guidance that I have asked and prayed for. Allow me to keep my ego out of the way so your wisdom can come streaming through me for my own benefit and for those around me. And that comes right back to the deception. Trust your inner guidance. Make sure the ego stays out of the way. Know that that is your twin. Yes, share your journey. Get on public spaces, on groups on Facebook. Know that you do have the abundance. You can bridge the gap between the past and now. And do not allow yourself to be deceived. And trust Michael. Trust your inner guidance. Reach out to them. Ask the divine spirit, your angels, your guides, whomever, your family that has crossed over. Ask them all for guidance and assistance. They're all there to work with you. I call them my divine posse, and they're incredible. And you have to have faith and trust and believe that it's coming, and believe in yourself, believe in your divine masculine. Divine feminine, we are there. We are ready. We are mirroring completely our masculines on what we're feeling. We're feeling the financial part of it. We're going to take action to be together. We know that we are twin flames. We know about the connection. We're very aware of it. All of us are thinking the same thing. Just now let go, have patience, follow your guides, trust your own inner guidance. It's real, it's trustworthy, so are your guides, and find union within yourself. Always start within yourself and you will find your twin. Well, that's all I have for you. If you would like personal readings, the information is down below. You can make karmic donations if you enjoyed this reading. Down below will be the information. I do have a blog. The information is down below. I have other video channels doing Spiritual 101 and readings for the elements in weekly forecasts. I appreciate you stopping by. Please like and subscribe and share. And I will see you next time. Blessed be.